Hey, welcome to the show. Hey, everybody, it's Darnell Crittenden from DC and Networks and Power Players. Whatever you do, keep playing your games. Hit the like, hit the comment, hit subscribe. Leave a notification on so you not miss DTV at its best. This is my happy Friday morning updates for August 15th, 2025. Right now, here at DC and Networks presents Power Players, the Spidey '09 show. We're at 991 subscribers. We're less than 9 subscribers away from reaching that 1,000 mark. And keep in mind, next week I will have a state of direction, and I will explain it to all the old and new subscribers as well. Let's get the topics on Happy Friday off right quick before I go. For starters, let's talk about movies and what's happening in WWE right now. For starters, let's get to movies right quick. I saw an early screen. Zinc. Hi, shout out goes out to Zinc. Welcome to the show. And if you want to sub to the show, and I'm gonna tell this right now to all the viewers that's watching right now, if you already a subscriber, just say the word cool. If you already a subscriber, if you want to become a new subscriber, sub to the show, give me a thumbs up to let me know that you're new. In other words, new subscribers, give me a thumbs up. Uh, subscribers, people that's already subscribed, say the word cool. If you say the word cool, that means you've already subscribed. You are already a subscriber. If you give me a thumbs up, that means you are a new subscriber. So, new subscribers, thumbs up. Regular subscribers, just say the word cool. That way I know which one is which. Do you know Bobby B? Yeah, I know him. And please don't bring his name up on this show, okay? Which I got a few other topics I want to bring to the show as far as YouTube. So to all the viewers that's watching this show right now, it's a very important topic I'm going to bring up before the end of the show is out. If you guys haven't seen nobody, I saw the early viewing of it last night. Bob Operkirk in Nobody 2, I've got the first Nobody on home video. I just saw an early screening of this last night. Okay. And this was pretty good. Okay. Scale of 1 to 10, I give it a 9. So, in any case, right now, it never fails. But that's why I'm about to bring this important topic up before the end of this show is out. Just give me 1 second. Made no damn sense. Mm-hmm. There we go. No time for that. Give me just 1 more second. And I apologize. In any case, Nobody 2, this was pretty good. I saw this last night. This is already out in theaters right now. Okay. You got Bob Operkirk. I think if I'm pronouncing his name right. If not, I apologize. Who else you got in here? You got Christopher Lloyd, who plays Grandpa. He's in here because for those who don't know who the actor Christopher Lloyd is, he played in all the Back to the Future movies as Doc Brown, so he plays Grandpa in here. Who else? Believe it or not, I was surprised. Don't want to spoil too much of the movie. My boy from the Wu-Tang Clan, RZA, he was in there. Hell of a cameo appearance. Again, don't want to spoil too much of that. Then you got the actor Connie Neeson in there. So in any case, I highly recommend, if you like the first one, you will love Nobody 2. Hold on a second. I got time for this. Don't have time for this. Mm-hmm. And again, I apologize for that. Okay. What else I was about to say? Yeah, Nobody 2 is in theaters right now. Saw it last night. Scale of 1 to 10. I will give this movie a 9. Would I get something like this on home video? Yes, I will. Okay, just to let everybody know. Okay, so we talked about Nobody 2, and the action was pretty great. Okay, Freakier Friday, I'll see that next week. Let's talk about a topic that I really like. And again, shout out goes out to the WWE Universe, WWE Corporation, TKO Enterprises, Triple H is still the man. I also want to give a shout out to the final boss, Dwayne The Rock Johnson. Okay. Um, I also want to give a shout out, and I watch his show every chance I get, and that's Sean's View Entertainment. And again, shout out goes out to Sean Views Entertainment. Okay, and I was listening to some of his topics this morning, and right now, as soon as I find anything out as far as updates with WWE, I'll let you know. Uh, Give me a second. I can't even run a decent show. Can I even run a decent show? Okay, back to what I was saying as far as with the WWE Corporation, WWE Enterprises Network, the whole 9 yards. Right now, I was checking on his show, Sean's View Entertainment, that I don't know if it's true or not. And once I find out, hopefully it is true. And he was bringing a topic on there's a chance that Raw might be coming back to USA. And I pray to God, I keep my fingers crossed, I hope it does. Okay. And this would be cool. This will be cool. So as soon as I find out a release date when um, Raw is coming back to the USA Network, I will let everybody know. Now, as far as the deal with ESPN, I don't know how that's going to turn out. We just got to wait and see what happens next year in 2026. I did see an episode the other day that, yes, Vince McMahon is back. Yes, yeah, Vinnie Mac is back on the scene. I want to see what his comments is on this. We're gonna see it. It's gonna be like, to me, like a WWE Civil War. Who team you gonna be on? You gonna be on Team Triple H, or you gonna be on Team Vince McMahon? It's hard to tell. I can't decide which team I want to be on, but I just want to see how far this outcome gonna go. So hopefully, my biggest things right now, I pray that the WWE Network, as far as Raw, does come back on the USA Network. Prince Unique, yeah, I'm glad you in here, man. Right now, I got like 3 trollers in there. They come up on the screen, block them. Darnell's on the Epstein list and all. Which, let me just fast forward off the topic of the WWE, and I'll keep everybody updated when Raw is coming back to USA, which I'm looking forward to that. And I'm keeping my fingers crossed on that. Okay, so we talked about movies. You know, I don't have any topics on games right now. Noah's World, I have pooped on my finger and wanna do me a favor. Block Noah's World. Okay. Little robot buddy, I'm gonna put you on a temporary break. A temporary break. Even though you just started, I don't want to overwork it. I want to say this right now to the YouTube community. Oh, believe me, I'm about to bring up a topic right now, and I'm just finding out today, August 13th, 2 days ago, YouTube came up with this thing called AI registration, correction, an AI age registration. Okay, and this goes out to everybody. And what I mean by everybody, I mean as far as the YouTubers, the subscribers, especially goes for children underage, and for the trollers. Let me explain. And maybe they didn't get the memo, but let me explain. And Prince, my party's open up to 7 right now, first come, first serve. They're doing this for a reason. They're doing this reason not because for the younger viewers, but for pretty much for everybody. Now, they got it set up now where, again, if you're a subscriber, if you're a broadcaster like I am, if you are, if you're a viewer, moderator, whatever, mainly for the subscribers, you know, and for the people who want to make their own show. They have it now with this age requirement thing. You got to have an ID. You have to have an ID, which means now they're watching you. Okay, and it also depends on AI verification is going to be a good thing. Yes and no. And again, shout out goes out to K Clove Gaming. I say yes. Here's the reason why: to eliminate BS like this. Okay, because now with this AI age verification code, they want to know who you is, how old you is. They want to make sure that this person ain't here, ain't doing what they got no business doing. The list goes on and on. So do I approve with the AI age restriction? Again, yes and no, which also, this affects everybody, including the trollers. So this what happens if you have an AI and they tell you to ask for your ID verification. This is proof telling you who you are. If you don't have that proof as far as your identification, whether it's a driver's license or a state registration card, or they say in some cases or a credit or debit card, if you don't approve of this, that means chances are you'll get to see the shows. You'll get to see them, but you won't be able to put your comments in. You won't be able to, they're going to hold back a lot of things. From what I heard, you won't be able to put your comments in. You won't be able to produce your own show. You won't be able to do this. They're being very tight on that. So I hope all the trollers watching right now, especially good, and not so much for the kids, but mainly for everybody right now. If let them cry, let them shed a tear, let them drown in a lake and fall to the bottom of the ocean. You know what? This is exactly what we need. Okay, I don't like it no more than you two. I don't like it no more than I do. Okay, I don't like it no more than anybody else. But this gonna alleviate everything. Okay, so like for me, like now, like I told you, my show is under state of direction. So now I think that covers me a little bit, because by me seeing everything live, I like the pros and cons. Here's the thing. I like the pros because, again, think of it as Big Brother watching everybody. If you have an ID, you want to broadcast or subscribe to the show, cool. If you don't have identification stating on who you is, you'll be able to still see the show, but you won't be able to do certain things that's required, as far as if you want to leave in a text, or if as far as if you want to run your own show or whatever. They are buckling down. So you don't believe me? Hey, you can Google it right now. It's, in fact, this notification been up since August 13th. I'm just finding everything out today. Somebody was telling me about that. I'm doing research on that right now. So in other words, make a long story short, I guess YouTube and a few other people must have heard my complaints or whatever. As of now, Big Brother is watching YouTube. They're watching everything. Like my profanity, can't do that no more. Can't do that. I mean, I kept it down to a minimum, but now because of the age restriction thing, you definitely can't do that no more. The troll is like like that person said they're gonna be crying. Good, because if they don't have the same requirements like everybody else, they can watch the show. They just can't put it in. And now, because of that, they're gonna add more other future restrictions within the near foreseeable future. Now, as far as when, I don't know. But all this is coming into play. So to the subscribers, to the viewers, to the commentaries, you know, to the visitors that's watching the show, to the children that's underage, to the trollers, this goes out to everybody that is part of the YouTube community. As of, I'm telling you, as of August 13th, YouTube and Big Brother are watching us now. I told y'all for years this was bound to happen, but nobody will grab my ear. Nobody didn't listen. Now you're listening. Okay, I saw the future before it even happened. Okay, and this is just a taste of some of the things yet to come. All right, and this is, I'm not making this up. If you don't believe me, hey, check the site. Check the site. Okay, I think what saved me a little bit, because not only as I'm doing the research, not only do I do my state of direction every month, and not only am I doing this live, it clearly says in my warning label. But they're not taking heed to that. But now, if you think I'm lying, go to the site right now. I'm not lying. I didn't want to believe it myself. I did not want to believe it myself. And again, shout out goes out to K Clove Gaming. If you want to subscribe to the show right now, this is what you want to do. You want to subscribe to the show. Give me a thumbs up to let me know that you're a subscriber, and I will make you a moderator and give you a shout out on birthdays. And speaking of birthday shout outs, let me pull this up right now. Little robot buddy, I need you to come back here for a second so we can do the birthday shout out. They're cracking down, man. Age restriction means they're watching all of us. You, me, the kids, the trollers, all of us. I'll be honest with you, I didn't want to believe it myself. But it's actually true. I mean, you can still like and sub, but now because of the age restriction thing, they don't want just anybody just coming on here now. You got to say who you say you are, okay? Because that's how they doing it. And if this is your birthday month for August 15th, 2025, happy birthday from all of us, from DC and some Power Players. Whatever you do, keep playing your games. My next guess is, do I give out birthday shout-outs? Yes, I do. 1, you have to sub to the show. 2, you leave in the comments as far as the day of or the day after. And 3, If I see it in the comments, I will give you a shout out live on DCN Networks Presents Power Players. All right. They're being strict. I knew something like this was going to happen. I just didn't know when. So in a way, I'm glad. When I put it like this, and I don't want to get myself in trouble. In a way, I'm glad. In a way, I'm not. Exactly. That's why they're doing this. They also got it to the point now. Not only is it age restrictions, certain things now you can't do. Along with this, for example, like my video right now. You know, even though I'm an adult or whatever, you know, if I'm doing a live broadcast like I'm doing right now, you got to keep it down to a bare minimum, like maybe like 2 to 3 videos a week, which that's no problem to me because as you can see, I'm ready for work, and I'd be lucky if I do that now under 2 to 3 videos a week. Okay. 2, it's pretty much saying as far as you have to shorten your video time. You know, like now, I probably have to do my videos under 30 to 45 minutes tops. 3, gameplay, pretty much the same, 30 to 45 minutes tops. Only way I'll make a gameplay longer unless it's an exclusive. So like now, if I want to do, say, a 2-hour gameplay, can't do it. I'll be lucky if I do it under 30, 45 minutes. That's tops. So they try to monetize your time. Now, as far as you watching something on YouTube, that's fine. As far as you putting in likes in on YouTube, that's fine. But as far as, you know, putting in certain comments, you know, stuff like that, even during my broadcast with it, can't do it. He said most of the trollers are underage. Whether they underage or not, here's the thing: if they don't have ID to prove of who they are, they're gonna restrict you from certain areas on YouTube. And I want them to understand right now. We gotta understand. It ain't up to me. If you guys don't believe me, check it out now. They are cracking down, and this is just one of the few agendas they're gonna do. And I hope they're watching this right now. YouTube, I got another idea of what you guys need to do. The age restriction is good. It has its pros and cons. It's good. I think the next thing they really need to do is make trolling against the law. The ID thing is good. So now if somebody is trolling my show, whether they're age or underage, they know who you are. You gotta have ID now. If you don't have that, I'm telling you, they're gonna block you in certain places you can't, in certain areas you can't go to no more. Follow me on Team Video. Hi, shout out goes out to Team Video. This ain't no joke. I swear to God, I wish I was making this up, but I'm not. I'm not. Okay, they check everything now. They check in the way they got it set up now, they check your past history as far as how long you've been on YouTube, how many people did you subscribe, how many videos you like or dislike, how many comments. They check everything, but they definitely want to check to see who you really are now. If you ain't who you say you are, I'm telling you, certain things you ain't gonna be able to do no more. So in a way, I'm glad. I like it, but I don't like it. Okay, you know, and I say that for a reason, for us the don't like part, because, for example, they think, you know, and you, by being AI don't know the difference between a kid video gamer, the difference between a kid and an adult playing video games. Okay, that's why I like the PlayStation technology, because they can really, you know, that's why you always see my face during gameplay. They can really much tell whether or not if I'm an adult or a gamer or not. So in a way, I kind of like this PlayStation technology. You know, for some people it's out of date, but at the same time, I think it's pretty cool. Chris the Gamer, hey, shout out goes out to Chris the Gamer. Please sub to the show. They're cracking down. I don't want to stay on here too long because, like I said, they got to the point now they pretty much check and time your videos of how long you're going to do it. Okay, and if you really think about it, some of these videos on here, especially in the YouTube world, they might last maybe 15 to 20 minutes. You know, the most you might get 45 minutes tops. So they crunching it down. In the beginning, it wasn't like that, but now I think what caused all that, and I've done the research. I've been doing the research for like a couple hours this morning. What caused that is because will kids get banned on YouTube? They will get banned on YouTube if they're underage. Okay, they are underage. I think it all depends. See, because YouTube is a big, huge universe. They know the difference between kids and adults. Okay, if you see a kid watching SpongeBob all the time or whatever, I'm not saying you got to get your 12-year-old an ID or whatever, but they pretty much know. Okay, it's a little tricky. Like, for example, you know, sometimes I might want to watch, what's a good example? Dragon Ball Z. Even though I rarely watch Dragon Ball Z on YouTube, but I will watch it. They don't know the difference because, again, it's an AI generated system. They don't know the difference if I'm an adult or a kid that's watching Dragon Ball Z, if that makes any sense. So now, if you are an adult, okay, then you have to set up a profile saying, you know, you're an adult, you have an ID, and you're watching uh, Dragon Ball Z, if that makes any sense. Now, if you a kid, and most kids now at the under the age of 12 or whatever, I'm pretty sure they don't have no ID, then it all depends on what it is. You know, again, if it's a cartoon, of course it's a kid. Sometimes adults watch it. Again, it's so tricky. But you don't want to, you don't want to see nothing that's too graphic or whatever. Like, what's a good example? Mortal Kombat or whatever. What if they ban you due to AI? Again, I'm still finding out this information today. I think this is the reason why, and again, this is all AI generated. That's why I said I don't like it, because the cons of, because the AI again don't know the difference between human, excuse me, human and and everything else. They don't know the difference. What they should have done, and again, I don't have all the answers. I'm just trying to figure this out today myself. So it's going to take some time for me to study this out. If they're going to make it AI to the point where, you know, if you're an adult, of course you're going to have ID. If you're a kid, but you're under AI supervision, have it where, if, say for instance, if your child is on your adult program, have an option on there where it said parental guidance. Put a code on there, or put some kind of statement on there saying parental guidance. That means if I'm an adult and I got my kid watching the show, and I put an option on there saying adult, but put parental guidance on there, that means me and the kid can watch it together. That way now the AI knows it's an adult on here, but it's under parent supervision, because now the kid can watch it. So something like that, I can see that work. But now they got it to the point where if you an adult, okay, you gotta have ID. Now, as far as the kids, they're still working around that. Again, I don't know everything about it. I'm just knowing some of the few bases. Do you have any kids? Uh, yeah, but like I said, I have a goddaughter. Okay, she's like 15. So yeah, and pretty much all my stepkids are grown. They're like in their 30s. So all my stepchildren, they're grown. Okay, my um, my goddaughter, she's 15, so she's becoming a teenager. But yeah, they looking as far as the younger audience, kids that's under 10 and 12 and stuff like that. But again, I like it, but and again, I don't like it. Okay, If you an adult, this is why I like the PlayStation technology. And I'm pretty sure the AI should know, hell, I'm not going to lie, I'll be 60 at the end of this year. You can just look at me and see the grays in my hair? See all that? The grays in my hair alone tell you how old I am. So that's how they doing it. Okay? Especially, and I think they did this mainly more because of subscribers. Because you do have some kids on here that are underage and they are going to some of these adult sites on YouTube. I mean, they ain't nothing, no nudity or anything like that. Thank God for that. But still, that's why with my show, I had it set up where this show right here, this is more an adult gaming show. He said, I have a 7-year-old, they won't be watching mature stuff like that. Yeah. Yeah. That's why they have it now where they're trying to weave out the difference, because you do have some underage on here thinking they're adults. So to alleviate all that, now if you a kid and you're underage, long story short, if you're a kid and you're underage and you want to go to some of these mature sites, YouTube's gonna ask for your ID. If you already an adult, they still want to ask for your ID, saying this is proof. Okay, Chris the Gamer, that person an adult. Darnell Critton and DCN presents Power Players, that person's an adult. They're trying to weave out, but at the same time, the adults from the kids, but that also goes towards everybody else. Okay, that goes for the adults. They're trying to weave the adults from the kids. That goes towards the subscribers, the viewers, the moderators, definitely the trollers. Anybody that's on this network, they trying to weave everybody out through AI. It's good, but I also feel that's also blocking the right to freedom of speech. Facebook want to do the same thing. Yeah, but here's the thing. That's the problem with the world. I think I know what the problem is as far, and I'm going to weave it all out right now. The problem, I'm going to tell you what causes all this. The problem, because I got like less than a couple more minutes. The problem, it's not too many subscribers or none of that. It ain't the people. It ain't YouTube. It ain't Facebook. It ain't Snapchat. It ain't Instagram. It ain't none of that. I'm going to tell you what causes the problem and why they bring in the AI stuff. It ain't so much as underage. They're making too many accounts. That's the problem. Facebook, you go on Facebook right now. You got the same person mimicking off of you. And, you know, me, I only have one account. I'm not trying to make it personal. I only have one account. But when you go on, say, Facebook, and you make like 3 or 4 other accounts, it's too many multiple accounts. People can't tell if this is the real you or not. Same thing YouTube is doing. I think what it is, too many people have way too many accounts. If I'm wrong, I apologize, but I'm pretty sure it's a little similarity to that. Here's the answer to all these networks. It should be one account. If your name is Chris the Gamer, it should be one account. The only thing you should change on your account is your profile, or if you lost your password. That I can understand. Everything else should be one account. DCN Networks presents Power Players. It should be one account. That will alleviate everything. But if you got more than 2 accounts, 3 accounts, that's what throw everybody off. And I can say that because I'm going to go here again. The trollers, they doing the same thing. They changing their name, or they're making ghost accounts. That's in fact, that's the word I was looking for. They're making ghost accounts. And if you're on Facebook, they call it phishing accounts. That's the problem. So they figure, you know what, we ain't got time for this. We're going to let the AI weave y'all out. And the best way to do that is with face recognition. See, And I'm going to use this as an example. And he was on my show earlier. Robot Buddy, I hate to take you off break, but I just want to make an example right quick before I go. See this guy right here? He was just on here a few moments ago. Extraordinary Milo. This guy is a troller. And if you can see down at the lower right hand corner of the screen, what do you see? Oh yeah, that's me. That's me. For the next 2 minutes, I want to tell everybody to look at that. He's also the same troller that's going around doing this. Extraordinary DCN presents Power Players. Same guy. Only difference is he changed the account around, or he made another account to do this. Is that Bobby? No, that's not Bobby. And then I also found out you got more than one other Bobby B on here. No. This is extraordinary. See, the one thing a troller don't like is to be exposed. But now, because YouTube came up with that rule now, with that AI age registration, he got to have his ID. Because if he don't have his ID, and even though he's running this right now, boy, I don't even want to tell you what the outcome going to be. But I'm doing a little research, and from what I'm seeing through the research, they cracking down. They're cracking down on guys like that. I just showed you as an example. He made 2 different accounts, but he's attacking me as a troller, or he's changing his profile around. It doesn't matter. They're cracking down on that. So in other words, if you ain't who you say you are, that ain't gonna happen no more. They killing that. So in a way, I'm kind of glad. In a way, I'm not. But if it means keeping myself on here legally, that's what it's gonna be. All right. And this again, this goes out to the Bobby B's, the extraordinary Milos, extraordinary gamers, to the Pierces, to all these. Want to cuss so bad, but I can't do it no more. To all these lames, it's over. And that's the reason why. Your ID is who you is. Again, I told you what the problem is. Too many accounts. The AI, in a way, that's the smartest thing they did, because now they're going to weave out between the ghost and the real account. Now, that first picture I showed you, I'm sure that's his real account. Even if he changed the profile on it, it doesn't matter. But the fact is, that is his real account. As you can see on that picture, that was me at the bottom. This is what they doing. I told everybody a long time ago, you can change your account, you can change your profile, you can change your name, you can change anything you want, but the one thing you can't change is this. You can't change your face. That's the reason why everybody at YouTube came up with this age restriction AI solution. They trying to weave everybody out, from the kids to the adults to the trollers to the subscribers to the except the visitors, because y'all visiting, that's different, to the moderators. Everybody else except the visitors, they weaving them out. They're not playing no more. And the killer part, I knew something like this was going to happen. I just didn't know when, until I found out this happened 2 days ago. So as of August 13th, if you ain't got proof of seeing who you is now, they're going to try to find a way to get rid of you. So I'm glad, but I'm not glad. See, he's on here right now. And they can't stand it. And like all trollers, the one thing they hate about me, they get exposed. And guess what? Your time coming, brother. You get exposed. And guess what? Your time coming, brother. Your time is coming. Your time is coming. See, right there, Bobby the Fourth Truth. See, right. This is the point I'm trying to make. This is the point I'm trying to make. That's a troller. I'm not a betting man. I bet $5 he ain't got no ID. But let him keep doing his thing. Because now if he can't prove himself or who he is, can you live stream tomorrow? If I do a live stream tomorrow, first of all, let's get one thing straight. Did you sub to the show? If you sub to the show, give me a thumbs up. If you already subscribers, say the word cool. That way I know, yeah, this person's already subscribed because they said the word cool. So I'm going to bring this out right now. To new subscribers, sub to the show. Give me a thumbs up saying you're a new subscriber. If you already a subscriber, say the word cool. I mean, you can just thumbs up on the, you know what? I'll do one better. Hang on. We're at 992 subscribers. I feel better already. Thank you so much. But this is how they doing it. See, because I'm telling you what the problem is. That's the reason why they have an AI generated account. Because if you don't have an ID proving saying who you are and all these random accounts, the AI gonna pick you out. The AI gonna know who the ghost. They're gonna know who the ghost is. Your birthday is tomorrow. Okay, I'll tell you what, if I have time, and I want everybody to know right now, let me just put this away right quick. Little robot buddy, I hate to work you to death, but you definitely need a break. I'm going to explain this right now to the new subscribers. So again, shout out goes out to K Cloves Gaming, and I'm just going to let you know right now. I have shows, okay? For starters, D's Word of the Night. That's every Monday here in Chicago from 10 to midnight. My Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursday shows, they could be either morning, afternoon, or evening. Sometimes I do gameplays on those shows. Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays, those shows are rare. For starters, this is my rare show, Happy Time Friday. Yep, Happy Time Friday. Okay. And I just want to bring up some happy topics, not to mention some invaluable information that's going to help you guys. My famous Shout Out Saturday, rare. Family Time Sunday, rare. Okay, I also have a show called Remember Them to pay homage to the deceased. And I also have a show called State of Direction. Now, because you already a subscriber, if I decide to do a birthday shout out show tomorrow, oh yeah, and another thing to all my new subscribers, when you do go to myself, the little bell icon, tap on all, so that way you guys won't miss my show. So yeah, if I happen to do a show tomorrow, I'm glad you told me in advance. What you could do as a reminder, leave in a comment and let me know that your birthday is tomorrow. Say, leave a little brief message of what you want me to say on your birthday, and I will personally, myself, give you a shout out live on DCN Network Presents Power Plays. Like I said, there's over 1 billion YouTube shows, over 1 billion. I think I'm the only one that does a birthday shout out. Okay, I'm pretty sure I am. All right, and I talk about everything from gaming to anime to movies to events. Speaking of events, we have an event here in Chicago, the Chicago Air and Water Show that starts today, tomorrow, and it ends Sunday. And the admission is free, so if you're in the Chicagoland area, go to the Air and Water Show. I happen to work on North Avenue, so I can really see the planes from like 2 or 3 miles away from my job, so I'm cool with that. I talk about things like that. Cosplay, you name it. Certain gameplays on PlayStation 4 or 5. Later on, I'm trying to come up with an idea where I can start doing gameplays on my Nintendo Switch, so I'm in the process of doing that. I want to go to Chicago someday. Come to Chicago, let me know, leave in a comment. Uh, we'll team up. If you ever come to Chicago, let me know. If you ever want to stop by, if you ever do a visit here, I guess what I'm saying, if you ever do a visit here in Chicago, let me know. You know, who knows? Maybe in the near foreseeable future, you might want to, kick it on DC Network Presents Power Play. So I'm just saying, who knows? A quick little video or whatever. We'll see. But yeah, that's how we do it. And birthday tomorrow, if I happen to be on. But as a reminder, leave something in the comments so I'll know. Oh, okay, this is K Close Gaming. It's that person's birthday. Let me give them a birthday shout out. Let me give that person, which I think that's fair. But I really want to get that topic out the way as far as what they're doing now with YouTube. This AI age restriction thing. I swear to God, I wish I was making it up, but I am not making it up. They are cracking down on everybody except the viewers. Except the viewers. Everybody else, we in for it. We are in for it. And if they want my ID, they can have it. Because now that way they know who I am from everybody else. Have a good time at work. Yeah, because I'll be outside. I'm security for a mall outside. I'll be outside, so I'll get the chance to see a little bit of the air and water show. I get to see the Blue Angels and all that, and some of the planes. I think that's going to be cool. I see it every year at my job. So, yeah. I got one more minute left. I got one more minute to squeeze out because I got to end my show. But, again, I tell anybody, information is just as valuable as money, just as long as you have all the facts. Robot Buddy, I'm going to work you one last time. One last time. Okay. And what I'm about to talk about right now is the new Mortal Kombat game. I'm going to answer that in 30 seconds. The new Mortal Kombat game, Legacy Collection Deluxe Edition. You could pre-order this game right now. I pre-ordered mine from GameStop. I am going to get the deluxe edition. I think I'm paying like $80 for it. But what this game does, it has all the old school Mortal Kombat games from Mortal Kombat 1, 2, 3, the Ultimate Mortal Kombat. You name it, it's on here. I'm glad that this game's coming out because this game will be out right in time for October. If not, I know the release date's supposed to be December 12th. Hopefully, I pray that they change the release date sooner. I'm keeping my fingers crossed because of this. If everything goes right, once I find it, I know I had it in here. Let me go back some. I probably went too far. Okay, because I'm doing everything from my tablet, and again, I apologize for the inconvenience. Okay, all this is coming out because October 26th or 28th, Mortal Kombat 2, the movie's coming out. So I'm really looking forward to it. So Mortal Kombat 2 in October, Mortal Kombat Collection Deluxe, December 12th. It would be cool if the game and the movie come out at the same time, which I'm really keeping my fingers crossed for that. So how long have you been doing this show? Okay, I've been doing this show come November, it'll be over 11 years, about 11 years. Yep. That's why it's so important to get that 1,000 mark so I can start making things happen. So whatever you do, tell all your friends and everybody else about the show too. All right. But But yeah, I'm ready for Mortal Kombat 2, by the way. And that's Carl Urban, who is going to be Johnny Cage. All right. I'm about to end my show now. I've said enough, which I did, because I got to wrap it up. Yup. I guess I can answer that question right quick before I go. You said, will you do giveaways when you hit 1,000 subscribers? See, I'm gonna say this right now, and please check my YouTube profile. There are no giveaways. First of all, I'll make it simple for you. Look where I live. Take a look where I'm at. I'm in a 2.5 bedroom apartment. Do I look like the kind of person that's gonna give away something right now? I mean, just it's obvious. Look where I live. It ain't like I got a house in Bel Air or something. I mean, no, seriously, look where I live. Do I look around you. Look where I live. Do I look like the kind of person that's giving away? Look at my gaming chair. Jesus, look where I live. It's no problem. But I'm about to explain that right now. There are no giveaways, no contests, no any of that. Okay, this is not a freebie show. It's again, and I accept your apology, but this is how the trollers get over. You can just look at a person and tell. Okay, look where I mean, again, look where I live. Do I look like I'm Denzel Washington to you? Do I look like I'm Idris Elba to you? No. Dude, look at my chair. I need a new gaming chair. The point I'm trying to make is there are no giveaways, no contests, no any of that. None of that. Okay? Now, what I will say is when I hit that 1,000 subscriber, I will say I will have a little get together, a little party. I will invite some of the people that kind of helped me got this show off the ground, and I will, let's just say it'll be a little get together, a little slight celebration that I will do. Now, if this show finally ever hits its first million, then I will televise it around the world, and we see where we go from there. But again, look around you. You can just look and tell he ain't got it. I'm going to work every day. Come on, he ain't got it. All right? Because that's the problem. And I'm going to explain this to the world right now. The world don't owe you nothing. And if you think this world owe you something, whether if it's this world, whether if it's DCN Networks presents Power Players, or these lying damn trollers, if you think this world owe you something, I assure you, and don't take this as being harsh or anything. That's just how the way I am. You won't be around to see it. Do you have a Nintendo Switch 2? Yeah, I have OLED. I have 3 Nintendo Switch Minis, and yes, I have a Nintendo Switch 2. So yeah, I have. I'm the self-proclaimed godfather of video games. I pretty much got every system on the planet. Right now, I'm in a 2.5 bedroom apartment. Maybe in the near foreseeable future, once I get a bigger place of my own, I will be more than glad to show the world my huge collection. But for now, yes, I have a Nintendo Switch 2. I'm playing the Super Mario World that came with it. Right now, I'm on the verge of playing Donkey Kong Bonanza. How much your job pay? I don't know. That's vital information. That's classified. I don't give out my vital information to the show. That's classified. I don't even know. I don't even know what possession you need to say that. Let's put it like this: it pays the bills. I'm gonna leave it at that. I mean, again, if the topics is not containing on what I just mentioned, if the topics is not consist of anime, gaming, pretty much what's going around the world, except politics, and I'm gonna stress this very carefully, politics are like 3% on my show. Other than that, anything that's personalized to me, only time I make this show personal unless it's something positive. Other than that, if it doesn't contain to the brand of DCN that presents Power Players, I'm not bringing nothing else up. You know, how much is your job paid? Now that's classified. You know, I would never ask that. No, that's a very unprofessional question for you to ask me. Okay, that's like saying how much you gonna make. I guarantee you ain't gonna put it on the screen like I told you once before. No, when the world is in your business, it's hard to get out of. So for me to answer that question is no. It's classified, and I'm not allowed to answer that. Straight up. Again, I just told you, look where I live. Do I look like I can afford that? All right. Well, that's it. I'm about to end my show in a minute. I think I got some time to play some Marvel Rivals, and that's going to be it. In 3, 2, 1. And when you hear that music, that means my Happy Time Friday updates for August 15th, 2025 has come to a closure in its final destination. Well, that is it. I am done with my Happy Time Friday show. So again, to all the viewers that's watching the show right now, thank you so very much. And don't forget, oh, just gonna move my camera back a little bit. There we go. I'm sorry, I ain't mean to touch that. But yeah, if and thank you for stopping by. And if you happen to come on here tomorrow and I see you, I will give you a birthday shout out, okay? But don't forget, leave it in the comments as a reminder, because sometimes I'll be doing like 1,000 things to let everybody know. So please, that's very important. I see it in the comment, see what I can do. But yeah, that's it. I got less than a few moments before I get ready to go to work, and we will do some more reviews later. But again, this age restriction AI thing, it's not a joke. I wish it was, but it's not a joke. Please leave in not just you, K Clothing Games. This goes out to everybody. Please leave in comments. And oh yeah, and if you want to find me on the PlayStation Network, because I be on there most of the time. I'm rarely on my Nintendo Switch 2. Okay, this is my username. On PlayStation Network. Okay, my username on PlayStation Network is Spidey_09. Okay, that's if you want to find me on PlayStation 4 or 5, and in this case, I got both. Okay, so if you ever want to meet me on PlayStation Network as far as the Playroom, if you want to add me as a friend, we could talk. You know, we could discuss games. We can team up, do some gameplay together. That is on. That's my username. Now, as far as my Nintendo Switch code, I've already gave it out this year, so I probably won't give it out again till next year. All right, because when it comes down to my Nintendo Switch code, I only give it out either once or twice a year. Okay, so again, if anybody want me to be friends on Nintendo, leave in a comment, and I'll think about it. But technically, you know, PlayStation, no problem. Nintendo Switch, once or twice a year. And I have my reasons, okay? That's if you guys want to team up with me online. I've been way past the 59-minute mark. I got to get out of here. This is Darnell Crittenden from DC and Network presents Power Players. Whatever you do, keep playing your games. I'll talk to everybody later and later. And again, shout out goes out to the viewers, to the subscribers, the trollers. They know where they can go. It starts with it's a 4-letter word, and they can go there. And Um, and last but not least, to the YouTube and the PlayStation community. Thank you for even putting up with me. You guys take care of yourself. Have a great weekend. And hopefully you guys will see me on my shout out Saturdays and updates. Take care. I'm out of here. Peace. Until next time, Chicago. Until next time, the world. Is Darnell Crittenden from DCN Networks presents Power Players. Whatever you do, keep playing your games. I'll talk to everybody later and later. Public service announcement to Chicago, to the world. Put those guns down. Put them down. The life you spare, you be saving somebody else. You really would. Take care of yourself and always put God first. Peace.